So Monty, I am going to send you backstage for a little bit.
To get my glasses.
And we just don't want to see you for a while.
Brilliant.
So go for it.
Okay, how long?
You'll have 1 minute, 2 minutes.
I love you.
So before you guys leave, as you guys can see, we have some exciting people coming on stage. If any one of you has been getting food today, that means you were eating from the street food market that was actually established by one of the speakers who's going to come. And another speaker who's going to come, if you guys had those amazing burgers in Lebanon from Classic Burger Joint, that's the other guy. So I want to tell you a funny story. These guys, and in between, you know, when Monty comes back, these guys met around 5 or 6 years ago, Donald and Anthony. And when you see their energy, you know that they know each other. And it happened that, I don't know if you guys know, I haven't heard about it, but I've heard so many great things about it. No garlic, no onion. So that's Anthony's, Anthony's the founder, and he came up with this blog about food and the restaurants, and he goes around, you know, Lebanon and tries out different foods. And he tried one of the first Donald's restaurants. He went there and he wrote a terrible blog about it, that the food was, you know, not good, the service wasn't great, and since then they became friends. I think his restaurants got much better. He does mystery shopping. He comes to his restaurants all the time now and tastes the food and gives him very honest feedback. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you guys to Donald Rahayel, the MD of the Classic Burger Joint and Tomatomatic. Hi, Donald. And after him is coming Anthony Rahayel. He's the founder of No Garlic and No Onion and the co-founder of this beautiful street market.
So I got you something to eat since
oh, thank you. Wow, this
panel
looks amazing.
I
don't know if I should eat on stage, but I'm going to have a bite, and I'll tell you guys if it's good. So what is this?
This is a sushi burrito. So before that, you had...
How did you come up with this? How does this happen?
The idea came to start to be able to eat sushi on the street without having to use chopsticks. So we started the sushi burrito concept, which is giant maki, if you want to call it that way. So it's a sandwich that has salmon or tuna or a mix of both with the rice. And I think you're...
And who made this?
One of the 60 stands that we have at Soul Akil, the street food market, of which you're trying 24 out of them outside. And this is what it is. So
Donald, tell me, what is your guys' relationship?
Today we're friends.
And when are you not friends?
6 years ago. Hi, Monty.
Hello.
Hey.
Did you find your glasses?
I've lost my glasses.
I got you an apron as well.
Thank you
there's a coffee.
And the burrito.
But we've got something else. We've got some vouchers here. So I've lost my glasses, but I'm going to share these with you. So I'm just going to... You carry on talking to them for 2 minutes.
So,
who wants
6 years ago, what happened?
So like you mentioned, 6 years ago, Anthony dropped a visit at one of the shops.
2.
And he reviewed very honestly his experience. So I called Anthony and told him to share with me again the experience. And since then, I count on Anthony for his honest feedback in all our shops.
That's amazing. I don't know how you guys do this honest feedback and still being friends, but I mean, the food that you guys have today is amazing. So thank you so much. I'll come. I'll see you in a bit. I'll eat this in between.
Hello, gentlemen.
Where's your apron?
Oh, it's here. Great. Am I wearing it? I've lost my glasses too much. So I hope you enjoy the 2 vouchers in each one.
Yep.
Okay. Brilliant. So we went for a tour at lunchtime and saw your amazing food village. We met last night, had a couple of drinks, etc., etc., etc. You two have a strange relationship. You're very good friends, but I'd like to hear from you about your business and then how he came into your life.
Okay.
We're not married, huh?
I started in the food business at the age of 14. That was 26 years ago. At a time where delivery orders were taken on a paper and addresses were taken on a paper, and most of the bills also were taken handwritten. I've worked in 2 great brands in Beirut. One of them is Roadster.
I found my glasses.
Finally.
I found my glasses, look. Thank you. Makes me very happy. Sorry about that.
No worries. And 6 years ago, I established Ministry of Food with great guys. One of them should be here, Maroon, and two other guys, Budi and Walid, from Wonder 8. And we created the classic burger joint and Tomatomatic. And that time, 6 years ago, we did not have food bloggers in town.
Nothing at all.
We didn't have real food bloggers. And this is where Anthony came with his idea that he will share with you later on. And he started to go experience restaurants and put the feedback online. And today, thanks to Anthony, and if you can take the feedback very positively, you can always enhance your experience.
Yes.
That's it.
So you were a blogger, a food blogger, a flobber at the time. So you gave him a not so amazing review, is that right?
It was, let's say, honest up to
Oh,
my
it was honest.
taste. But Donald is known around town, and
You were mature enough to take it
Always.
as it was.
Always.
Okay. So I describe you as the food kings of Beirut. I think you quite like that, don't you? You know what I mean?
interesting.
So the two brands that you have now, Classic Burger
And Tomatomatic.
with the yellow sign, which
Exactly.
I've seen. What's it like as a burger? Is it a good burger?
It's a great burger.
Yeah.
We're all over Beirut. We have today 15 stores here.
15.
We're already in Kuwait, Dubai, Cyprus, and next year going to be in Qatar, Iraq, and KSA, hopefully,
And that's within 6 years.
in 6 years.
That's fast.
Last week, we opened our 23rd shop in Beirut.
Wow, that's amazing work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Round
you.
of applause.
Thanks.
How many people have eaten one of a classic burger or Pizza-matic?
Only?
Blimey. Should I eat one?
Tonight.
Right, okay, deal. Can I get a free one? No, I'll pay. But the price point for the burger, it's not like a McDonald's. It's a we mentioned like Carl's
If you want to
Jr.
compare it apple to apple,
Yeah,
it's the same price.
right. Okay.
We serve 150 grams patties at an average check of $11. You pay at McDonald's around $7, $8 with a smaller portion. So if you compare the portions, we're on the same price level.
And Pizza-matic is going in the same direction.
Tomatomatic is a pure delivery
Tomatomatic,
concept.
sorry.
It's a pure delivery concept. We compete with most of the international pizza chains, and also we have an average check of $10 to $12.
Okay, all right. And so we were talking before about Uber Eats, and there's been a ruling in London about Uber that they have to pay their drivers as salaried staff, and it's expected to disrupt Deliveroo and all of these platforms. And the one company that I think will benefit from it will be Just Eat. I think that I don't. Is that a thing here in Lebanon?
Hopefully, we have few platforms. We don't have yet delivery platforms, but I think this would increase our business dramatically.
Right.
This is what's needed in town. We have some ordering platform online. You can order online, but we still deliver ourselves the food.
Okay.
So today, I think there is a huge opportunities for someone creating delivery platform like Uber Eats, like Deliveroo, like other platform where they can deliver the food.
Yeah, amazing. So that's all good, and the future looks bright. And you're going to expand to other countries, or you'll?
Hopefully, everywhere.
I mean, it's a pretty nice brand. I mean, it's a really nice, clear brand, you know. All right, well, that's amazing. We've found out that you weren't such a fan of the food to begin with. What's it like now? What's his food like now?
Today we support any Lebanese concept, and Donald is one of the famous ones who has taken the Lebanese know-how internationally. In my opinion, it has improved a lot, and I still visit from time to time.
So I went to Sofia in Bulgaria recently. I was expecting Soviet.
They have very good food.
Stodge. The food there is out of this
Their
world.
ingredients are.
Yeah, and it's maybe what we were talking about before, that you're discovering old Lebanese cuisine. You're going back in time. You're making mama's soup. You're going back all the way for. It's loud, isn't it? It's a bit distracting. Apologies for that. Speak louder, you know.
Okay.
So, and it's creating a kind of a bubble, a hub. It's putting house prices are going up. People are coming into Sofia. I mean, I'm even tempted to buy a flat there. You know what I mean? Because I think it's on the way up. It might be a good idea, maybe not. Bearing in mind my investment.
We'll have to check it out.
You know, but you can see what it does to a city, right? Sofia is now not boring. or developers or this or that. It's now known as a great place to go out and eat, you know. And it appears that this is happening in Beirut, right? The food, I mean, I've been to some amazing restaurants here. Even the tour that you gave me before, I mean, you know, I was nervous so I can't eat, you know, it'll just disappear, you know. But it was, you know, the idea of this kind of pop-up food and markets and all that, is that something that's kind of happening here?
Anthony founded something similar.
So the idea of street food markets is a trend lately. It has been around London, around New York, and going all around the world. And the idea is to take this to Lebanon. I always believe that we have invented the street food, but without knowing it is street food. We have had, and still, manaish, knefe, falafel, shawarma, etc. It is street food, but the word street food is that trend that is coming lately.
Yeah.
So from London and New York, and maybe inspired by
And
those
also
markets.
from India.
And India and all the other countries. But we started something called Soul Akil in Lebanon, that's street food market. Street food market to gather people around food, to revive Beirut. Around summer, we go around the villages to give life back to the villages. But Soul Akil is what you have had outside, definitely, but it's much more than that. Soul Akil is more than 60 stands, housewives, university students, people who love food, who want to create, who are passionate about it, and have the chance to come on the street level and create something which they have learned or from their parents or maybe their grandparents and so on. It's the idea of us Lebanese. We didn't have the concept of gathering around something or gathering in Beirut once a week. And so Rahayel started every Thursday and ongoing for us to just gather. And Lebanon is one of the famous cities around the famous countries around the world, and Beirut has been known as the city of food this year. So it's not only about hummus and tabbouleh, it's about anything around the world. And you've had this burrito, and believe me, it's one of the best sushi burrito in the world. We Lebanese have taken any food to another level and put our know-how in it to become amazing.
No, that's, and I think...
I need to add 2 points on the market that Anthony founded. You have to know that the prices are extremely affordable, and this is what makes the market popular. And it has very strict food safety standards where you can eat. And you have a peace of mind. You're not going to get food poisoned, and you're going to get good quality items.
Yeah. No, I think that the power of food, I mean, is very current and all that. I went to a food market in Johannesburg. Now, in Johannesburg, if you're a white person, if you go out after 6 p.m., you will be, well, you know, something bad will happen to you. And we got drunk at 5 o'clock and said, that's a load of rubbish. Believe me, it's true, you know. It's terrible, terribly frightening. And you have to, you know, you have people, you know, long story. But the next morning, I went to the Johannesburg street market, and it was amazing. It was like 5 floors, it was happy, it was black, white, everything. And you wouldn't have thought that it would be anything else than like any city in the world.
It is new. 5 years back, you used to eat just to live. When Instagram started and all the social media platform, food has become Instagrammable, as I always try to talk about
Even I do it.
And food is now sexy, food gathers, food is a trend, food is art, and food is everything. So food has changed from something you have just to pass time or because it's time to eat, to something that is an experience, gathering people around enjoyment. And this is where food, 2016 ongoing, has been taken to another level and has a different
and food
identity.
Is on the TV all the time.
Exactly.
Every time I get into a hotel room, oh, what? More food? I mean, too much maybe. I've eaten too much, you know.
So in my opinion,
but
when
you have a TV channel?
I do have a TV channel.
Or a TV show?
The TV show.
What's it like?
A TV show, exactly.
Donald, what's it like?
You want to talk about it?
You watch it?
You're the expert. You have to describe it.
So the idea of the TV show, since videos are a trend lately, is to be able to target maybe the 40 or 50% of people who still do not have social media. One, this is on TV. And on YouTube is speaking the language of people and letting them feel the real deal. And at the end, that TV channel is much more than what it is. It has gone around the villages of Lebanon to rediscover the food, rediscover traditions, create heroes, and put on TV people that have been creating food for the last decades, but unfortunately nobody talked about them because they do not have social media and do not have the ability to open a restaurant in Beirut. So that TV channel went out there, searched for little hidden gems, great food, amazing bites. And I can tell you about hundreds of stories of people who have been working in that for decades.
Food is great. Amazing. Well done. You're awesome. You know?
So the idea
but I want him to talk.
No, definitely. And the idea, and he knows it, the idea today is no restaurant can succeed, nothing in the food industry can go to the next level if it's not focused on social media, if the food is not Instagrammable, as we said. And I think he'll continue. He's been a long way.
And you agree with that, Donald?
Sorry?
You agree with that?
I agree with that totally, especially that on top of the show, I've been watching the show lately. I've heard about areas that I did not know even in my own country.
You have to give him a bad review
exactly.
this time.
And about ingredients and some dishes, local dishes, that we didn't know about.
Right, amazing. So pizza, burgers, anything else?
We're cooking a new surprise, but not soon. At this moment, we're trying to grow outside Beirut with both brands, Classic and Tomatomatic. As we said, we're counting a lot on the country to develop some digital platform.
Absolutely.
For delivery and online ordering. Today, it consists of only 4% of our business, so imagine the potential. The platforms that are today in Beirut, they do only 4% of our revenue.
Wow.
So, and the potential is to reach maybe 50% in the couple of years.
So it's, and it's not a huge country, 5 million?
We're 4.5 million.
And you're already expanding the concepts now. So, I mean, that's a very smart move, you know what I mean? It sounds like you invented the diner concept. Is that something?
Which one?
The diner concept, you know, going out to dine. I read some figures last week that retail or shopping in the UK has fallen off a cliff in the last 3 months. It's like, why has this happened? Why is it nothing to do with Brexit or anything like that? It's just that people are spending more money on experiences than products, you know. I've got one jacket, one pair of jeans. I mean, why do you need so many clothes? It's clean, it's not dirty. You know what I mean? So people are spending money on experiences, like they're going to travel, they're going to go out and
food experiences.
And there seems no end to it.
Today, people spend more money on food. They spend more money on food experiences.
Yeah.
And we like to travel and to experience also new things all around. This is how in Beirut we try to create, we travel all the time, we try to see what's happening outside, and we try to merge them with our culture and create new concepts. This is what you see today in town. You have maybe around 100 new concepts that are popping up all over Beirut with amazing experiences.
Yeah, okay.
And where Anthony goes and blog on them.
Yeah, well, amazing. How quickly do you think these platforms are going to come to town?
I think very quickly. Hopefully by beginning of next year, we should have a couple of them.
And your average Lebanese diner is a high-end, low-end, middle-end?
The majority, 80% of the market is on the casual level.
On the casual.
We have 10% on very fine dining.
Yeah.
And the 10% are mixed between both.
We were talking last night at the hotel, or staying at the Grays Hotel, and we said that we met the chef, didn't we? The Indigo chef. So our recommendation is if you want to eat in that 10%, go to the Grays Hotel, to the Indigo restaurant and Bar 360, and enjoy yourself there. We promised him we'd say that, right?
So they got the free advertising.
You've done it, yeah. Did you know him before?
Yeah.
He's a mate of yours, yeah. All right.
He blogged him before.
Oh, he blogged him before.
He comes from Australia. He's married to a Lebanese woman, and now he's back to Beirut. So passionate about what he does.
And what's his foods like? Fusion or?
He does everything. He's the executive chef of the hotel, so does a bit of.
And I should eat there before I leave, right?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
So, how many kind of people do you employ here? How many people work for you?
Today we're 200 team members.
200.
200 team members.
And out of that, how many of them are like skilled knowledge workers?
Basically, when you work in a restaurant, you have to be very talented, disregarding which position.
Yeah. And you're finding that talent is coming in easily enough from universities?
We have amazing talent in
Food is
town.
cool.
We're born to do great service. We do service in our houses in a very natural way. And that's why we succeed everywhere.
Yeah.
Most Lebanese, wherever they work in the restaurant industry, are very successful.
So Sofia is a long way away from Beirut, right, as a
Yeah.
rival. But who are your rivals around here? I mean, are your rivals in, you know, well, obviously not Syria at the moment, but, you know, you have rivals in Jordan, across the Gulf countries?
Basically,
Would you say you're the leader?
we are.
A bit like the TV guy before. You've got 10 years of dominance, hopefully, you know what I mean? What do you think, my friend Anthony, about the future of food here? Is it infinite? Or maybe, let's just say, are there any...
I got you the Instagrammable food we were
Waffle.
talking about.
Oh my God. I shall Instagram that later. My God.
You have to try it.
What now? Okay.
As you wish. So this is in brief, this is called neg waffle, the Hong Kong way of a waffle, trendy in the States, in New York, and now going around the world. And we started in one of the first to start in the Middle East.
They might kill me.
So the idea of food, how internet changed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How internet changed things is that the countries are all open together, the cultures are open each to the other, and we can proudly, us Lebanese, are known for taking new ideas, innovations to another level, starting things in the Middle East, and the other countries will follow. And believe me, as Donald said, lots of things started in Lebanon, and from Lebanon to the surrounding countries.
How many businesses do you have at the moment? You have several
How many?
businesses. Garlic and onion, was that yours?
It's no garlic, no onions, Souq al-Akl, The Box, The Foodies Trail, Meshwar, the TV show, and Souq al-Mawasim, the latest.
Entrepreneur.
And on
all of them are entrepreneur things. Souq al-Akl, you asked him how many persons he employs. Souq al-Akl, we're a team of 6 or 7 persons, but we have 60 stands that employs more than 180 families. And all of them, it's like the Uber concept. Uber has the computer and doesn't own any car. So at Souq al-Akl, it's a big family of 180 people that do not work personally for us. They're just entrepreneurs that come here and try to create their business. And hopefully all of them will one day have their own shop.
Well. So you are creating a food revolution. You, like a pyramid, you start to create more and more people, and you can change the world, right?
We try to.
You think so?
Starting here and all over.
Wow.
It's taking food to another level, pushing people to do more, using all the platforms you have, and definitely social media, and giving the chance to people to work in fields they never imagined working in, just following their passions. And anytime someone follows his passion, you just get it to business level and it works.
I think that I hadn't thought about it actually, but the idea of Instagramming your food, I mean, cuisine in London has changed in the last 20 years. There used to be a joke about the police should be Swiss. I can't remember it, but basically we were the worst chefs in the world. We had the worst food in the world. And there's a lot of people that take pictures of, I mean, I've taken pictures of bacon, ham. It's disgusting, you know what I mean? But do you think Instagram was, or even, I mean, not so much Facebook, right? But do you think Instagram has completely transformed everything?
5 years
Was
back.
it really, really that important?
5 years back, if you went, and it happened with me 5 years ago. When I used to go to a restaurant and try to take pictures of the food or the menu, I was said, no, you're stealing something. You're stealing our ideas, you're stealing our food. Today, it's impossible to have dinner and not take pictures of the food. And yes, Instagram has taken it to a complete level. So now, any restaurant would use any of his customers to advertise himself.
Absolutely.
And this is how it
Free
goes.
advertising.
So Al-Akl has started on the street. We started from a media platform, no garlic, no onions, or so Al-Akl, and we went down on the street to meet our, let's say, clientele or followers. And so Al-Akl is promoted by the people themselves, by a hashtag that has 15,000 pictures today, by people who just tag themselves or tag their friends, and this is how it goes. So yes, Instagram or other platforms have made a huge difference and taking food or restaurants to a complete different level.
Are there any like massive challenges apart from maybe instant war in Lebanon and Beirut that you can see stopping that rise? Is there anything that will stop it? There'll be a local.
Beirut?
Yeah, no. Would there be a local?
Beside the political challenges, we have no challenges. We're really in a platform.
There are no. You have to be careful. There are no challenges.
No challenges.
No one that can come and make classic burger 2.
It will be pure competition and very healthy.
And you like healthy competition. No one loses in competition.
Competition is good and healthy.
Seriously, if you see all the brands that have been sold into franchise to KSA and to Dubai and to Qatar, 80% are Lebanese brands. They are not Lebanese concepts, but they are new concepts made by Lebanese people, created here. We say, if you make it in Beirut, you will make it everywhere. That's simple.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
No, but I mean, I think the same thing with, yeah, absolutely. The same thing with London. I mean, you would have never have said 20 years ago that people would come to London to eat. You know, they come and see a play, come and see the Queen, you know, and all that nonsense, see a football match. Now they come and watch a Premiership game, and they go out and eat amazing food. It's become a tourist hub. You know, the pound is under my foot at the moment, you know what I mean? So that's also, you know, one of the elements of it. But do you think that Beirut could become a tourist hub for food?
It's not, it can become. Beirut is a tourist hub.
It is already. So where do people come from?
Ask for the trends. Look at all the trends around the world, especially now in New York, in LA, in London, and Mediterranean cuisine, which is basically mainly Lebanese cuisine, is everywhere. Yeah. So our cuisine, that mezze table of more than 75 plates, I always call it the sexy cuisine of colors and flavors, yes, is all around the world. And Lebanon is a tourist destination for foodies from all around the world, and you rarely eat something
that really true?
that's not good.
That's really true.
It is.
Okay, okay, all right, I believe you, you know. Okay. But would you describe your cuisine as Mediterranean, or do you want to be different to that?
I'd say we're special in the way we put flavors, the way we cook it. We have our own way of using garlic and onions, even though I don't agree on that. The different ways of cooking it, and as you may have noticed, it's not only about Lebanese cuisine, it's about any cuisine. We have taken cuisines from all around the Middle East. We didn't invent the hummus, we didn't invent the Oriental sweets, we didn't invent the fool, but the fava beans, but what we did, we have taken this to a gourmet level, and I think everyone agrees with that.
I think I called you the food kings of Beirut. I think you love the food business and you love food, right?
I love
Would that be right? You know what I mean?
Just to add one thing,
yes,
Lebanese
please.
food has been exported to all over the world today. And like Anthony was saying, the new trend today in New York, in London, in Los Angeles, and even in Japan is the Lebanese cuisine, not even Mediterranean.
Okay, so you're differentiating yourself.
And people are coming here today to experience this.
Right, well, I'm going to check it. I believe you. Have you got any words for the audience about maybe the younger people in the audience? Should they learn the food industry? Is it a job for life?
Best business on earth is to work inside a restaurant. Always good to start working in a restaurant before doing anything else. It helps you a lot to socialize, and you can always eat all day long.
For me, it's all about passion. Some know, some others. I'm a dentist by profession, done 10 years of photography, and at the end followed my passion. It's all about food. Just do it and believe in yourself. You can fly.
Brilliant, brilliant. We're a little bit over, but my host hasn't come on yet, so maybe...
I think she's giving us 30 more minutes.
She's eating a burger.
I
found my glasses, look.
I would like to take one last picture. We usually take selfies, but this time, because we got these beautiful aprons, I think if I could use you to take a picture of us, could you? That would be awesome. And then I'll let you guys go. Thank you.
I've got to wear one as well, right?
Well, yours is there. Why are you taking mine?
Sorry, yeah.
Come on, guys.
Wow, yeah. What an honor to have you wear our aprons.
Wait, let's go to the front. Awesome.
You two go in the middle.
Let's take one awesome picture.
We like cooking, we like cooking.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Absolute
for
pleasure.
everything.
Yeah.
Your food, is amazing.
Thank you.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, well, you want to do a selfie as well? Yeah, go on then. You have to smile.
Awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you so much, guys.
That was amazing.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You want this?
No, but give me this.